Hey everybody, Matthew J here for another video. Today talking about, do you value time? Time is so important, so valuable. We do not get time back. One thing nobody can buy is time. So what can you do then? You don't manage time as most people tend to think or try to create. You create time by doing more, working more efficiently, smarter, not taking time for granted by doing nothing. Make the most use out of your time because you are never going to get it back again. What we should do is focus on the right thing for ourselves 24/7. If you value your time, you value yourself and will make the most of the time you have each and every day. This is so important for, people who want to strive for big goals, big dreams, and, accomplishing, more than just the average and being complacent. Most successful people do not care to give up money to create more time because they will gain more value for that time they created, essentially. And you would think, successful and rich people would not want to give up money, but that's in one circumstance where they will be more than happy to give up as much money to create more time. They will take a speeding ticket gladly, not worry about the fine to save some time. They may take a jet flight because they don't want to waste time in the airports. These are just some examples of how others can be wasting time and accepting it. You must value yourself first and then value your time because the time wasted on nothing is a huge setback to your forward progression. Warren Buffett, one of the richest guys in the world, has been driving the same route for 55 years now, and it takes him 5 minutes each way. And he takes pride in this commute because the time he creates is so valuable, especially for him, but this is for anybody in any circumstance. He says the only difference a longer commute would have made in his life is that he would have known more words to more songs. So basically, diddly squat is what you would have got from driving more hours on the road. If you add up all the hours he saved by this, it would be like days, months, and maybe even years compared to, if people are, some people are commuting like an hour each way, 2 hours each way. So you're saving so much time throughout this experience. For a man with his work ethic and excellence, he made many more millions of dollars and possibly billions of dollars because of this. The same theory obviously applies for both me and you. So it's a reason why I quit my job, my last job, over about 6 years ago now. I was traveling an hour each way. So 2 hours each day for 5 days a week. That's 10 hours a week. And let's say that's for just 50 out of the 52 weeks of the year. So that's 500 hours a year. 500 hours. If you divide 500 hours into 24 hours of a day to get the days, that's just about 21 days. 21 full 24-hour days. That is insane. 21 days I was sitting in a car completely out of the year. That's almost a month. A complete month, all day, every day, sitting in the car. It's hard to even believe that that's even possible. So, literally over 20 days straight. That's insane. So it's I don't even know if you can comprehend that. Like, I don't think people would even really put that into the perspective of what it is. So I did that math 6 years ago and was like, this doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. I'm not going to do this. So, I thank God that I left and started to work from home, because that is just insanity in my view. And I know there's people out there that are traveling 2 hours each way, over a month of your year, each year, in your car. Unbelievable. So once you truly value your time, your work ethic will explode, because you're not going to take for granted time. You're going to be wanting to hustle every minute of the day. It's not just hustling for work or doing things for work, but working on yourself, doing things that are important and valuable in your life. And this is how some of the greatest businesses have been made. Tons of Silicon Valley, some of the top businesses in Silicon Valley were created doing, people were putting in for the company 70, 80 plus hours a week. But this is what made these companies. This is what made some of the greatest people, in history. For Apple, it was Steve Jobs. The guy worked like crazy all the time. So, most people are trying to do the bare minimum, the 40 hours maximum a week, and then they're even trying to cut it from there. They're trying to do as little as possible and get out of work as much as possible. They're trying to skip out when they can. They're not putting in extra work. A valuable lesson for success is going the extra mile when you don't need to. It does a ton for you, and it does a ton for opportunities that will come for you. So, not putting in the extra work for themselves when, they're done their day. So most people want to do their 40 hours, and then when they get home, it's I need downtime for the rest of the night. Weekend comes, I need downtime. People are ready to die, it seems that way. And this is why the middle class is dying, and will be a big problem in the future. It's already a problem. Everyone's living paycheck to paycheck. A good 50, 60, 70% of North America is. And as I've said many times before, United States of America became the strongest, most powerful country in the world. So many of the top athletes, so many of the top people around the world from America. Why? Because of their work ethic. It's because they put in a ton of work, but then they also do it efficiently and work the smartest. So value your time, yourself, and you will create as much time as possible by maximizing what you do with your time you have available. I think that's a fantastic, trait to have and to remember. If you have dreams to do great things for this world or your family, you will do this, and you'll do it starting right now, because you know how important it is. So that's it for today, guys. Thanks so much for watching. I'm Matthew J. Subscribe, like, comment. We'll see you on the next video.